What is going on, everybody? My name is Fluffy Ninja, and we're gonna look at the war bond coming from Helldivers 2. So I'm gonna start off right away by saying I love this game. I think it's fantastic. I have 465 hours. I stream it literally every single day because of how much I enjoy it. One thing that I think needs to be made very apparent for a lot of people is, like, this game released, what? Take a look. February 8th. This game released February 8th. It is now June 8th. So February 8th, March 8th, April 8th, May 8th, June 8th. It has been out for 4 months. I don't know if people are just intentionally misrepresenting, or just, like, if people are just being assholes, basically, is kind of the way to say it. Like, this game has been out for 4 months. Okay? Most Call of Duties don't work for the first 4 months. And I would know. I've been playing Call of Duty for the last, like, 20 years almost. Okay? Most of them have so many issues that you can barely play the fucking game. MW2, which was literally just a DLC for 2019, was still broken on launch. This game had some server issues. Dude, shit happens. Like, they did not expect this game to go as high as it did. So I think a lot of people need to kind of wrap their head around that and just keep that in the back of your head, right? Of, this game has been out for 4 months and it has delivered on every expectation and then some. Okay? Like, I like, that's how I want to start this video, right? So it's been out for 4 months. We have gotten let's see. Oh, this is all their stuff leading up. Helldivers 2, the story so far. February 9th, there was a patch immediately. February 12th, they had the server update and let everybody know, hey, this is what's going on. Another patch February 12th. Patch February 14th. February 15th. February 16th, 17th, 20th, 22nd, 23rd, 28th. March 6th. And that introduced the new war bond. Okay? So, for the entire first month from release, they were patching the game at least every week. Okay? And not only that, but the game came with, as in, it launched with 2 war bonds. I don't know if people realize that or not, but it launched with 2 war bonds. Like, it launched with Steeled Veterans, and that had a bunch of shit in it, right? And then it also had, I don't even remember the other one, I'll be honest with you. But, like, it came with crossplay. Like there are massive games being released right now that are not crossplay. Okay? Like, Arrowhead 1 I don't know if people realize that. The game was $40. And in my personal opinion, they delivered. They delivered 100%. Okay. So yeah, I don't understand the the hate, honestly. There, sorry, I was just trying to find the other war bond real quick. Go ahead and relaunch Helldivers 2. Because I just ended my stream and I was like, you know what, I think this video needs to be made. Like, so yes, were there some um, were there some issues with servers on launch? Yes, just like most games. Most games have server issues on launch. That is just a fact. Like, most of the games that come out now are either A, unfinished, B, have a lack of content, or C, are just filled with issues. So on launch, it came with Helldivers Mobilize, which was free for everybody. They could have charged $10 for this too and made another like couple $1 million right away, but it was free. In this war bond, like this one specifically, you got a bunch of uniforms, or basically a bunch of cosmetics, different guns, more cosmetics, more guns, the boosters, which I don't think anybody's really been like, oh man, we should give like each player in the squad like the ability to do something. No, like completely different weapons all the way around. Granted, I am kind of annoyed they didn't like do anything else with slugs, but that's just me. So many cosmetics, and then you also got to earn the in-game currency by just playing the game. So you get medals, right? Get medals to, to unlock all this stuff, which is the in-game currency, like already here. And you get 100, that's 300, 400, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750, the first war bond. And then the next one is only 1,000 credits, which you can find 300 credits over a week of playing, no problem. And then there's the Steel Veterans, the premium war bond. My camera back on here. Steel Veterans premium war bond. So these two were at launch. More super credits. Bunch of different weapons. Bunch of different cosmetics. The background things I think are a little bit overplayed. I think these could have been like earned in game for doing stuff or hitting level, certain levels. Different grenades to use, completely different kinds of weapons. Again, more in-game currency. and there was 3 pages of stuff. Okay? So, 10 pages of stuff that actually took me a while to work through. 3 pages of stuff that take a while to work through. And that was in February. It was literally in February that happened. I just don't understand how people think that this game doesn't have enough in it. So, time goes on, Cutting Edge comes out. Cutting Edge. So this is... Well, when did Cutting Edge come out? March something? So sometime in March. So, February, March, they've already released more content for the game. And it's completely different from everything else that is already in the game. Completely different. Like a complete 180 of you're shooting bullets, now everything is lasers, and you're getting armor to protect you from electricity and everything else, and you get, you know, the laser pistol now and a lightning shotgun. Like, yeah, so March 7th. Yeah. Time goes on. Now we're in April. And then we get Democratic Detonation. April was 2 months ago. Not even. April 4th, it's announced. And it goes live sometime in here, I don't remember when. And that launches with some of the coolest shit I've ever seen. Granted, thermite grenade I'm still not a fan of. The gas mask armor, which I think is great. Again, more in-game currency. The adjudicator, which still has some issues, but is overall pretty good. Cool armors. Again, completely different weapon from everything that we've had so far. And dope-ass armor. The ability to have 2 different types of grenades on you at once. So you can run stuns and then have a grenade pistol secondary. Like, the amount of times that I killed myself because I had everything, either the eruptor or the crossbow, and then the grenade pistol as my secondary, and I couldn't kill anything close to me because all of my weapons were explosive. This is by far probably one of my favorite armors. Like, hands down. It's amazing. And then we're still going, 29th. And then May. As in last month. May. So, it's been out for 4 months. The 3rd month, there is now another war bond. And again, everything is completely different. Yes, there were some issues with this weapon when it came out. It still has not been completely fixed, but it's pretty good against bots. Completely different armors from anything that we've seen before. Completely different boosters. Granted, I will say, this is kind of a copy, whatever, but it's almost a better version than the original SMG. Some of the coolest armors, impact incendiary grenades, which I think somebody was like, hey, it'd be cool if we took the impact grenade and just made it on fire. This gun still has some issues. 100%, I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but it's known. And again, this came out last month, and they've gone through a whole variety of changes from last month. The CEO has stepped down so he could help more with development. The new CEO has come in and already had like a Q&A with the community going, hey, what do you guys want to see? What can I do as the new CEO to make sure that we're listening to you guys? And then the pistol, which is, again, is probably one of my favorites. Yes, they did copy armors. That, you know, it's basically a copy and paste of some armors. Dude, they already have the assets done. All they have to do is change the colors. Do I wish that they could just give us the colors to change? Absolutely, but they've already said they're not going to do that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, basically the equivalent of what Call of Duty's, like, whatever the fuck they call it, battle pass is, and they've had 1 every single month, 2 at the start of the game, with content ready, 1 of which you did not have to pay for. Actually, you don't have to pay for any of these. You just grind in-game currency, and you can, as long as you're finding super credits, you can get these without spending a dime other than buying the game. I don't know what other people want from this developer. They have given you 5 battle passes in 4 months. They have constantly tweaked stuff. Yes, there was the whole let's nerf everything. That's all being reverted. Cool. There's a bunch of bug fixes coming out relatively soon. Like, right now, we are less than a week away, because it comes out on the 13th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. We have 5 days until all this stuff comes out, until all the fixes come out. And then let's talk about the elephant in the room, the account linking thing. It has been a requirement since the launch of the game. Everyone skipped past it and was like, oh, hey, because there's issues with servers right now, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out later. Does it suck that they cut literally, let's say millions of people on the planet from playing this game now? Yes. That's awful. Is that Arrowhead's fault? No. Because it was very clearly listed on the page. Right there. This has not changed since the launch of the game. Literally, this has not changed since the game launched. There are people that have screenshots of before they even bought the game. They were like, dude, I'm so, like, it was literally on wish list. And all of this was here. Does it suck? Absolutely. It is awful that Sony, without regard for anybody, just cut all of these people off of the game. That's terrible. Like, that's actually terrible that they did that. And it's all because it's not those players' fault. And again, it's not Arrowhead's fault, because they did their due diligence with Steam and put it up here for you to see, right in line with being able to buy the game. It has been a requirement since the game launched. My PlayStation account is already linked with Steam. A friend of mine even said, I think I might still return the game. Granted, we both have a literal fuck ton of hours into it, That would be weird if he tried to do that, but that's up to him. He hasn't so far. And then everyone goes on this bombing tirade, right? Of like, we nuked the review page, and then doing that gave Arrowhead the leverage against Sony to say it's no longer required, or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember the exact wording of what it was, but that gave Arrowhead the leverage to use against Sony. Was by them asking the community, or by us as a community, kind of taking it upon ourselves to do this. There were people like Thor, right, from the guy that streams on YouTube. He loved this game. He was like, well, I don't know, man. Does it seem like a good game? And he had like 200 plus hours in the game already. And this was like a month after it launched. And he returned the game. And he is a game developer. So he knows the whole process of making the game. Your project is finally finished. You get a publisher. Maybe the publisher has some demands. The publisher of this game is Sony. Sony had some demands. Those demands were make a PlayStation account a requirement. And Arrowhead went, okay, I guess. And the reason that they asked for that was so that way when the surge of people that joined this game had to sign up for PlayStation Network and had to have an account, Sony could go back to their investors and say, look how many users we've surged since making this game. Like, very obviously, they're going to be like, our investors are very happy. I think maybe they should give us more money so that way we can do more projects like this. That's what the entire account thing was about. I'm sure there's some other motivation in there too, but that was the main thing of being able to say, look at how many users have joined Sony's PlayStation Network. You should give us more money because we're making you more money. That's it. That was the whole thing. That's what it's about, was money for Sony. And then because so many people requested refunds, so many people review bombed, they were able to do whatever deal they were. I don't know. I watched a video on it, and right now I don't care. I'm very tired. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. Have there been mistakes by the dev team? Yes. Have they admitted that they have made mistakes? Yes. Has the game only been out for 4 months? Yeah. So the fact that the negativity that is surrounding it's more the community than the game itself, especially when the reviews are 643,000, mostly positive. Like, did Sony fuck up? Yes. But did they let you know what was going to happen from the beginning? Also, yes. Now, the people that can no longer play this game because you are in a country that does not have PlayStation Network, and if you use a VPN, you're going to get permabanned. I'm sorry. I don't know what can be done for you, especially since you spent your hard-earned money on a game that you spent probably hundreds of hours in already, at least tens of hours in. So technically you're not qualified for a refund from Steam, but Steam, being the stand-up people that they are, were like, that's bullshit, and they were giving out refunds anyway. Like, and that's when everything got solved between PlayStation and Arrowhead, because Steam stepped in and said, hey, fuckface, now I'm losing money. This is not okay. Fix it. And then it was fixed. Like, literally the next day, negotiations were done. But oh, the guns aren't good. This isn't good. This isn't good. This is a problem. This is an issue. This is an issue. This is an issue. Dude, it's been out for 4 months. I'm pretty sure if I load up Call of Duty and play zombies, there's gonna be something broken. Because there's always something new broken. Arrowhead is doing the best that they can with a relatively small development team to keep pushing updates, to keep providing content. This is a live service game that they said they're going to support for the next 10 years, or that they'd like to support for the next 10 years. We are 4 months in, and you motherfuckers are like, oh, I don't like these decisions. Dude, imagine where you're gonna be at a year from now. Like, literally a year from now. I don't think any of these guns are even gonna be relevant anymore in a year. Like, we're gonna be scrolling for fucking days. And then, well, instead of fixing stuff, now they're just providing, now they're providing skins for vehicles. Yeah, dude, that was the plan the entire time, was that they were going to do that. Again, we're 4 months in. We're about to have our, what did I say? We were at 5, so this is about to be the 6th war bond. Like, do I wish there was more content in these? Yes, absolutely. Because I'm already maxed out on everything already. Do I wish there was more stratagems and stuff coming, every month? Yes, I do. Because I'm already maxed out on everything. But again, it has been 4 months. They're lowering how to get super samples to 6, which means they're probably coming out with a new difficulty, which means there's probably going to be a new kind of sample. More content. That is more content. They're releasing a new mission type. New content. Like, the content is there if you look for it. The content is there if you, instead of complaining, just play the game. I mostly play solo, and I've been having a blast. Still. There are some times that I get frustrated because I'm like, dude, there's too many bugs, there's too much of this, there's too much of this. They've already said they're reverting the spawn rates. That's coming in this update. They have 100 plus bug fixes in this update. Granted, they're also fixing the grenade glitch thing that I'm not happy about, whatever. But again, 4 months. 4 months. The reason that I keep repeating that is because I don't think people realize that it's only been 4 months. They expect this game to have a year of content already, and it's like, well, no. It's been out for 4 months. Let's just count it again, because we can. June 8th to March 8th. That's 1 month. March 8th to April 8th. That's 2 months. April 8th to May 8th. That's 3 months. May 8th to June 8th. That's 4 months. February is even a shorter month. So it's even less than that. Like, I don't get why people are so upset. I understand that you want more stuff to do because you like the game. So do I. I love this game. I think this game is amazing. And I want it to continue to do well. So when people are constantly shitting on it and constantly threatening devs, not okay, fuck off. Criticizing them without any kind of constructiveness behind it, you're not helping the situation. Like, developers are people too. Like I've made jokes of like, you know, about Joel, of like, oh, we're coming for you, Joel. Oh, you can go fuck yourself, Joel. God damn it, Joel. Like, we've made those jokes because Joel is the guy that's controlling the whole board, kind of thing. And that was expected. Like, that's why, like, Johan told us his name, was so that way we could be like, Joel. And that's, yeah. So the Viper Commandos comes out June 13th, which is a Thursday. I'm very excited for that because I am off Thursday. That's why I'm excited. I'm not even going to watch the trailer. I don't care. So, Jungle Swamp. It's awesome. So, we've got a new weapon coming out. For primary, you get a new version of the Liberator, the AR-23A Liberator Carbine. This one has been modified, shortened form factor that handles differently from the True Classic, with a bit higher recoil but faster handling that feels perfect for spraying and praying up close. Do I wish that they would change rifle types? Yes. Does this fit within the context of Helldivers 2? Also, yes. The story that somebody else came up with for the Viper Commandos is these are the guys that we left behind on Malevelon Creek. And they stayed alive the entire time. And this is what they did. They realized, well, if I get shot in the arm, my arm's probably gone. If I get shot with a rocket, doesn't matter if I have fucking armor on my arms, I'm dead. So they strip down to bare essentials. And then that's their little DDD pad. So they cut down the rifle, they slim down their armor, kind of thing. You can combine carrying that with the new SG-22 Bushwhacker triple barrel sawed off shotgun with 2 different firing modes, including one that fires all 3 barrels at once. That would fucking suck recoil wise, especially because like his wrist broken, gone, his hand over there. Yeah, so we have a shotgun pistol now, which I have been saying. I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I like the break action, but I wish it was better, and I wish we could carry it. Also, it'd be cool if it was, you know, sawed off. Boom. I'm not saying I gave them that idea, but, you know. Let's see, armor. The armors are nothing short of inspired. Catch me in the PH-9 Predator, inspired by a veteran of the Viper Commandos who said to have held off an entire Terminid brood with nothing but a machine gun, pocket knife, and orbital laser. The headpiece has a beret and looks devastatingly cool when combined with the mark of the Crimson Fang cape. Yeah. Like, remember, like, the leakers that have had this in game for months. Like, yeah. Also have the PH-202 Twig Snapper for your Jungle Heavy, which looks awesome with the Executioner's Canopy Cape. Although mixing and matching works great for both these sets. Both armors in this warbond feature the perk Physique passive, which improves melee damage and weapon handling. And they both also feature bare arms and bulging biceps, variety of randomized skin tones to keep you sweat-free when diving in the humid atmosphere. That's awesome. So, a new passive perk. Again, new content. Like, instead of just copying and pasting from another armor set, they created a new one. I'm hoping they add this to past armor sets. That would be nice. Patterns, boosters, and more. Got new skins for Hellpods, Exosuits, and Pelican One. Again, is this something we need right now? No. Is that the content that they have ready to push forward? Yes. And I think it's great. I think it works. One of my things in Viper Commandos is our new utility item, the throwing knife. Like, again, a completely different thing from everything that we have in the game. Like, that's awesome. I'm hoping we get to use it as a melee weapon too, but how he's holding it, if that's just how you take it out, probably not. There's also a new booster called Experimental Infusion, which gives your stims the added bonus of boosting your movement speed and reducing the damage you take for a short time. Again, new content. Capes, player cards, emotes. Like, I don't know how you would say this isn't enough content. Am I a little upset that there isn't a third armor set? Yes, absolutely. Am I a little upset there isn't another gun? Yes. Again, that's not saying that there isn't. Like, this is like the main stuff that they're showing us, right? There could be other stuff in this warband that they just didn't tell us about. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's 21 new, 21 items in the new warband. Is it a lot? No. But that's okay. So if we look at the Polar Patriots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There was 18 things in that one. Okay. Oh, you know, I didn't count out the other. Yeah. So, oh, actually, they didn't even put it on here that there were super credits in that. So, let's go look. So, like, we're basically going to compare it to the last warband, right? 1, 2, 3, 8, 16, 24. 24 items. As compared to the new, what did I say, 22? And there's probably going to be something in there that they might not have put in the actual blog post itself. Right? Like, there might be something that, like, just didn't get added to the graphic. So, it's definitely possible. Again, the content that they are providing, to me, is enough. Especially when the game's only been out for 4 months. Like, am I would say a little annoyed that there isn't more stuff for me to spend credits on, to spend my samples on, stuff like that. Sure. Yeah, you could say that. But the people that are getting the game right now, like my friend Adam, he has 67 hours played. He is like, he just bought his first actual warband. Like, I think he's still unlocking stuff in the first one. But he just bought the first warband. Like, dude, there's content here. And I keep playing because I want to make sure that when he jumps on, he has somebody to A, help him through harder difficulties, B, help him grind the medals that he needs, and C, that he's enjoying playing the game. Does he get frustrated? Yes. Do I get frustrated? Yes. That's part of the challenge of the game, though, is playing when you're frustrated. So, I don't know how long this video is going to be. My recording is at 40 minutes because it just confuses me that people are so upset about the lack of content for the game when they just had an in-game event last week and they turned a planet into a fucking black hole. There's an entire other faction that hasn't even shown up yet. they have been hinting at Hive Lords for the last I don't know how many months. But the game's only been out for 4 months. Like, if you wanted them to push all of that content to you right now, and then they just kind of like work on stuff in the background, they update here and there, but they don't really release anything new, you would be fucking furious. Dude, where's, like, you guys aren't putting out anything? What the hell? And now, instead of getting a war bond every month because everybody fucking complained constantly, we are now no longer getting that. It might be every 2 months, it might be every 3 months. I'm hoping not, but it's possible. But that could mean the content for those war bonds may increase. The readiness of the content in those war bonds may be better. The amount of bug fixes between war bonds may be more. The amount of in-game events between war bonds may be even higher now. Like, there's a lot of stuff that, because they're gonna, like, hey, you know what, we thought we could deliver a war bond every month. We can't, because every time we push a war bond, something breaks. So we're gonna take a step back, and we're gonna start releasing it every, we're not gonna release it every month. Cool. I'm fine with that. You know why? Because I'm still gonna keep playing. I might go back to Remnant 2. There's a few other games that we might jump on here and there. But when Helldivers has content ready, I'll be here. That's all I've got for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.